Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Real Talk with Saieed Ali. I am your host Saeed. We do want to thank you for joining us tonight, Tuesday, the 19th of July, 2022. Remember, it is always a pleasure to be here, viewers, giving you updates that happen in our country. Bringing to you news on Synergy Television from 7 to 8, Monday to Friday, in a different way. In a way where we could cover grounds, we could go in depth with conversations, we could talk about the issues that surrounding us locally and internationally. You know, news in a different way. It's not the old-time news where you could just sit down in front of your television and just listen to what they have to say and not interact even though you have something. No, we are not the news from long ago. This is Real Talk with Saieed Ali, and we are bringing news to you in a different way where you could call in 238-6716 live from 7 to 8. Remember, viewers, we are streaming on Synergy Network. Real Talk Group of Companies have its own studio on Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas. We are just sending a link to Synergy to broadcast for us. So, viewers, take out your phone, take out your tablet, go by your computer, open your Facebook account. Just type in Real Talk with Saieed Ali. When our page pops up, like it and share it. Our YouTube is presently down, but nevertheless, we are live on Facebook, viewers. Okay, so our YouTube is functioning, viewers. That is TT Real Talk. Friends and family who wants to know why you are not seeing us on YouTube, it's TT Real Talk. Subscribe, hit the bell, and you would know when we go live. So, viewers, also remember, just a little reminder, I am a licensed money lender. You're looking for cash borrow, it is not a problem. It is not a problem. All you have to do is make sure that the gold you're owing, the gold you have, the land you have, the vehicle you have, the cash you have, it is not owing to anybody. You can come in with us. We are on Caroni Savannah Road, number 14 Caroni Savannah Road in Shogunas. We have another location in San Fernando. There is 132 Victoria Village in San Fernando, viewers. 242-7690 is our South office. In Central, you could contact me at 339-1670, 238-6716, or 267-7325. So, viewers, we are a licensed money lending. I have a license to lend. No one from FIU, TTPS, Central Bank could come and say, Saeed, you don't have license to lend money. Believe me, if I have $1,000 in my compound and someone from a protective service or FIU or Central Bank come and take that $1,000 from my building, I wouldn't say nothing, you know. I wouldn't say nothing. You feel I don't have license? Not a problem. You come and take up my $1,000 and go with it. And when I show up by your boss with my money lending document, you will pay me the worth of Central Bank. All you feel I hear Jesso? All you feel I hear Jesso, viewers? No. I just always say, I just make sure my thing legit before I come out here. That is why on national television I could say I am a licensed money lender. Come wrong me, come damn good. Because I will nail you up. That is just me. You don't come wrong Saeed business just so. Saeed legit. Otherwise, the amount of people would have bad talk me is a shame. I would have been out of television, and I always say this, I would have been out of television. But you know what? My character speaks for itself. My name speaks for itself. My spiritual work that I do speaks for itself. Hence the reason why ministers be calling me local and international. Because I'm good at what I do. I am Saieed Ali and I'm a spiritual consultant also. So those of you having spiritual problems, you can also feel free to contact me at 339-1670 or call my office 238-6716. Lending money is not a problem. You have to have your collateral to secure with us in order to get finance. So viewers, at the same time, we are offering you 3.5% on a hard-earned cash. Come in, meet with one of our staff, find out about our 3.5%. Remember, at the end of 3 years, you can get 10.5% on your 100,000. That is 10,500. In 3 years you're making. Where in Trinidad and Tobago are you going to get that? Ask yourself that. Ask yourself that. Saieed, you're mad? I crazy? I crazy? But nevertheless, viewers, it gives me great pleasure to come here every night to bring news to you in a different way. To interact with us live on our program, 238-6716. And remember, there's a rerun of this program the next day from 11:30 to 12:30 right here on Synergy Network. There's a lot to watch on Synergy Network. Now, am I correct? Synergy always have something to look at. Synergy always have something to look at. For instance, Real Talk with Saieed Ali, the #1 current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. Hey, hear this now. There's a lot of program in Trinidad and Tobago to watch. A lot of program. A lot of current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago. But you know what? According to the association, we are the #1. We compete against others. You see, when you only have one type of show on TV, you can't compete against nobody. You cannot compete against nobody. Correct, Navin? You have a band. When you go outside to play, have a lot of bands you just have to compete against. And it's the crowd that is making #1. Same thing with Real Talk. There's a lot of current affairs program in Trinidad and Tobago, but you know what? The people rated us at #1. So viewers, as we start up our program tonight, Trinidad and Tobago Inter-Island Transportation Company Limited have stated that they will encourage the continued use of face masks even though it is no longer mandatory. A press release from the TTIT stated that all port users, travelers and other stakeholders are encouraged to continue wearing face masks on the port's compound and on board all ferries. TTIT also added that all vessels and terminal will continue to be sanitized to ensure the safety of all its users. Situations that required masks to be worn include, so here is viewers, I have a little rundown here of places in Trinidad and Tobago that wants you, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, to wear mask. Mask must be worn. So, we go down to the retail settings like supermarket, groceries, and malls. Public transportation and transportation hub, port of entries, mass gathering, pharmacies, school and educational facilities, workplace and place of worship, beauty salons, barbershop, spa, when possible, cinemas and theaters. So those are some places that mask has been required to wear. Now I'm going to tell you something. Mass gathering happens throughout Trinidad and Tobago. So when you hear Terence Dialsing said that there is no mask mandatory, and then you see now they publish a list. You have to wear masks in supermarket, groceries, mall, public transportation hub, port of entry, mass gathering, pharmacies, school, education establishment, workplace and place of worship. We tend to wonder, but didn't Terence Dialsing said the mandatory has been expired? A place of worship, in the grocery, in the transportation, in the hub, in the pharmacy, in the workplace, in the beauty salon, in the cinema, all these places, you had to wear masks before the mask mandatory ends. So how the hell now we have a foolish minister of health could come out and tell us, the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, that hey, mask mandatory, it comes to an end. And then they release a listing now to the public where masks must be worn. Terence smoking some kind of rotten pipe or something? Terrence, what are you smoking? Dry grass? What kind of manure are you smoking? You and your entire team. What are you smoking? You cannot come and tell Saieed, well, hear this now. Saieed, mass mandatory, here we go. It come to an end. And then you come and tell me, here we go on Saieed. If you go to the supermarket, the grocery, or the malls, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you go to a pharmacy, you have to wear your mask. Saieed, if you're traveling, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the transportation hub, you have to wear your mask. If you're going to church, Saieed, you have to wear your mask. If you're in the school, Saieed, you're wearing your mask. If you go to a barber salon, you go to the theater, you're wearing your mask. Which dum-dum in Trinidad and Tobago will go in a theater and buy a popcorn and a juice and sit down and wear a mask? Terrence, would you send your children or your grandchildren to watch cinema and you buy a big pack of popcorn for $50 and you buy a cash maybe for $10 and you buy a big juice and you have to wear a mask? Terrence, where you come from, boy? Where you come from? Who giving you these kind of these foolish things to come out on media platform and make an announcement? Terrence, where they come out and say something and louding you up on television tonight is only a fool will bring out something like this. A clown, a man with no sense, a man that going to school. But you know what, Terrence? By releasing this list, once again, you have shown the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago that you are illiterate. No brains. An empty head you have on your shoulder to bring out some clumsy things like these. And then you want to say now, Saieed is a loud mouth. Saieed is brave. I must brave for nonsense like this, Terrence. I must brave for nonsense like this. Unlike you. You remember that, Terrence? So Trinidad and Tobago, I want to hear from you all tonight. Mask mandatory up, and you're going in the grocery and you're still wearing your mask. It makes sense to you? You're going to work and you're still wearing your mask. You're going to school and you're wearing your mask. You're going to your pharmacy to buy cough medicine. Can I get a cough medicine, please? Terrence, I never see a man more foolish than you, boy. I'm telling you on national television. The president may be watching over with now. Mask mandatory upon all these places and I still have to wear a mask? Who is this clown that introduced this? Terrence, you better go in a shell and hide, you know. Because the last time I said, because before some minister get an accident, you was the minister. So be careful, go in your shell and hide. And I'm loading you up on national television. Why? Saieed is a loud mouth. I want to hear what the public have to say. You cannot get we health running proper. But we are the best healthcare in Trinidad and Tobago. Viewers, 2386716, I want to hear from you tonight. That is what I want to hear from. I want to hear from you. Is the mask mandatory end in Trinidad and Tobago, or is this just a gimmick side just making noise about? Let me tell you something, Trinidad and Tobago. If we born dotish, or we born foolish, and we did know 1 add 1 make 2, that is why we went to school. We went to school to not to be dotish. We went to school to not to be stupid. We went to school to learn to add 2 and 2 make 4. Not mask mandatory end. And the same thing, you're going to grocery, you put on your mask. You're going to pharmacy, you put on mask. You're going to church, you put on mask. Nothing an end, Terrence. Nothing an end. So Trinidad and Tobago, what end? You tell me. What really ended? The amendment ended, but you're still wearing mask. And you know the sad part about it? You know the blinking sad part about it? It's because if you go into any one of these places and you ain't wear your mask, you know you have to pay $1,000 or $2,000 fine. Oh, Saieed, you shouldn't say that. Don't talk about that. Well, then who the hell in Trinidad and Tobago talking about it? Who talking about it? Any news station talking about it? Any talk show host talking about it? No. The press printed it? No. Saieed is the man now who had to bring it now to you, the general public, to understand the kind of dodo heads and them it have in Trinidad and Tobago leading all here. You feel like business about them? You feel like business about them? Them send me a letter to come to court for calling them a dodo head? Boy, I will gladly go to court and I will gladly cause a next accident with them. Well, I feel like afraid. Let me tell you something. God didn't instill fear when He put me in my mother's womb, you know. Because from my mother's womb, I was called to be a spiritual man in this world, in this country they call Trinidad. David was touched in his mother's womb. Moses was touched in his mother's womb. Mary was touched by the Holy Ghost. Well, I come now. I feel like I'm preaching tonight, Trinidad and Tobago. So viewers, we're going for a short commercial break, but nevertheless, when we come back, we're going to continue tonight, right here on Real Talk with Saieed Ali.
Tired of wasting precious time at the bank applying for a loan, only to be denied? We understand your frustration. Here at Real Talk Group of Companies, we take a different approach. Contact Saieed, Managing Director of Real Talk Group of Companies and licensed moneylender at 238-6716, 242-7690 or 339-1670. Feel free to visit our office at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas, or number 132 Superior Road, Victoria Village, San Fernando.
Are you looking for the right investment? Are you looking for a greater return on your hard-earned cash? Look no further. Contact Real Talk Group of Companies located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. At Real Talk Investment, you can earn up to 3.5% interest on your 3-year investment. Don't miss out on this amazing offer. Do contact us now on 339-1670, 238-6716 for further information. Our helpful team is ready to assist. Real Talk Investment. Real people matter to us. This ad was paid for by Real Talk Group of Companies Limited.
Are you looking for quick cash and do not know where to turn? We have got the answer for you. Visit us at Real Talk Group of Companies. We are a licensed money lending financial institution. We are located at number 14 Carney Savannah Road, Chaguanas. Our phone numbers are 339-1670, 267-7325 or 238-6716. Contact us today. We look forward to hearing from you.
Welcome back to Real Talk, viewers. Hey, hear this now. Call your friend and your family. Tell them Saieed louding up Terrence dancing on TV for some foolish statements he made. Call your friend and tell them that. Go on your WhatsApp message or your 50-cent message to all of them who is calling and talk foolish talk. Hey, now is the time to spend 50 cents to be educated. Send a message. I'm going to tell you something. It's Tune It Up Tuesday, you know. We're tuning up Tuesday for Wednesday public concerns. That's how we just do it here. We lighten it up on national television. Well, see if I got picture of Terrence dancing, eating some food or something. When a guy tell me. So in the meantime, viewers, the Water and Sewerage Authority has granted a 3-month amnesty to allow owners or occupants of properties with illegal water connection to regularize their user status. The amnesty will begin on July 19th and end on October 18th. So Trinidad and Tobago, all the individuals and them who have water connection illegally, meaning that you didn't have proper documents and you took an illegal connection from WASA main line to run to your property, what WASA is saying now is that they are giving you the opportunity from July 19th to October 18th, 2022 to come in with whatever document you have and they will give you the authorization letter or the permit or whatever it is they have to give you to make sure that you are legal. Wasal can make money too, you can't blame them, You can't blame them, So this is an opportunity for you, the illegal ones. Anyone who failed to take. So here it is, according to WASA, the amnesty will prevent disconnection, penalties, and possible legal action against persons with illegal water connection. So viewers, take the opportunity now, get whatever documents you have, and go into WASA. They're making it easy for you to pay a legal, legitimate water use price. So please go in, because I will tell you something. Anyone who failed to take this advantage of this amnesty will face disconnection and their service, as well as imposition of penalties and any other legal resource available to the authority. So viewers, after October 18th, I will be coming back right here to tell you what's the police to go around the people who have connections and ask for documents. And if they can't produce documents, lock them up. You're getting a chance to make whatever connection you have legal. Oh gosh, why not do it? Why not do it? The weed smokers in Trinidad and Tobago, the ganja smokers, they were crying out for somebody. Why I don't send somebody to get marijuana decriminalized in Trinidad and Tobago so we could smoke weed spliff in the open? Well, I did it for you all. Saieed Ali got it passed. 50 grams in your possession, smoke your chalice on the side, and you're good to go. The police passing and they can't do you nothing. You know why? 30 grams is legal. I did it for you. This is not Trinidad and Tobago. Call a good night.
Good night, Mr. Ali.
Go right ahead. You're live on Real Talk, my friend.
Mr. Ali, I would like to know, who is TITT talking about to continue with the face mask? I can't understand that.
Understand what I'm saying?
Yeah, who is TT? And then the Prime Minister is saying that Moda is the health situation now.
I understand, yes. Thank you, my friend. So, Trinbagonians, if you know you have your connection illegal, please take the opportunity. Because I am the one self will be coming back right here after the 18th of October to tell WASA police, charge them. You know why? You had the opportunity. July, August, September, October, 4 months you have to make your connection legal, and you refuse to do so. And I will stand with the WASA police and them in making sure you pay your penalty. I'm telling you. It come like marijuana illegal, I get it legal for you to smoke. We were better than that. We want better than that. It will also apply specifically to customers, persons failing in any of the following categories: owner, occupant of property with illegal connection, customers who are VAT registered, and customers classified as A2 for yard building tap who now have internal plumbing and have failed to notify the authority. Anyone failing in the above categories can regularize their status by visiting any of the authorities' customer service center. So here we're going, and this is what we have been waiting on. Make your connection, your illegal connection, legal. Please do that. Because If I know you illegal, I call in WhatsApp police. Hey, watch me. Go down in John Doe trace there and it had John Doe on the right hand side. They're illegal. You feel like joking? You're getting an opportunity. You're getting 4 months to make it legal. Call her good night.
Good night, Mr. Saeed.
Good night.
I hear about the water connection you're talking about. If you're renting a property and you have a house on it, and you have a receipt where you're renting, you can take in that to WhatsApp office to get connection.
As long as you want to give you permission, there's an authorization letter. If they can't do it, you could do it. Yeah, as long as they get authorization.
Okay, Mr. Saeed, one thing, I wanted to follow the thing. Since last week I'm trying to get right, but I could not get through on the TV now. What happened in Ghanaian Street? That's what I'm protesting in Ghanaian Street, so Bad Road, Mr. Rafi and how you call it, Tablan, Maruga Tablan, Michelle.
Yes,
right?
Michelle Benjamin.
I trying to get on to you, but I cannot get on to you. They have a serious problem, they are blocking the road all handing. Right? And the Harvard Patrol, they come and do a little thing and dies it. They come back again, Regional Corporation and President.
I understand,
So I don't know if you can see about it for me, please. But I'm
call me tomorrow, 3391670, and we will talk further. Thank you, my friend. So viewers, please take this opportunity. Go make a legal connection. Legal, so WhatsApp police wouldn't study have to come down on you. Because I will tell you something. I'll tell you something. If I was a WhatsApp police, and I know you have a legal connection, and they gave me this amnesty, believe me, I go and get regularized. Because when this time pass, here what I'm doing. I come back right by you to give you a case, so I go look good. I'm telling you, I coming right back by you and charging you for me to look good. You know why? I gave you 4 months to get your house in order and you refuse. So now you will stand the consequences. I go in front of the magistrate, dandy up real nice in my uniform, seem to cut. Your Honor, they are illegal. You can't win them in court. You can't win them in court. Where you going to win them with? Moving along, viewers. The Prime Minister, Dr. Keith Rowley, have stated that he received a report on an investigation chaired by retired Justice Stanley John on an alleged bribe racket for firearm users' license in the police service. I know they was going after the former commissioner, you know, but I didn't think they would have come up with this. I'm telling you, I'm serious. I didn't think they would have come up like this. Use this tactic. But nevertheless, Dr. Rowley stated that he intends to send that report to the Police Service Commission. And the report executive summary will be laid in Parliament as soon as possible, or as soon as Parliament open. Listen to the PM.
I have just received the report of the examination of the firearms unit of the police service, which was being done by a group of persons that you were told about before. And that report makes very disturbing reading. And notwithstanding the best efforts of some of my deranged parliamentary colleagues, I intend to send that report, even before I finish reading it. I'm going to send it to the Police Service Commission and then let the chips fall where they may.
What can you share with us?
And there's an executive summary of it. It will be laid in the Parliament as soon as the Parliament is open. The executive summary. But all components of it will go to the Police Service Commission.
So they are investigating now. I will clearly say, since the former Commissioner of Police, Gary Griffith, resigned, we never heard anything about alleged bribery racket for firearm users' license in the TTPS. All these years gone by, we didn't hear anything about that. Because of the fact that the Prime Minister lost confidence in Gary Griffith. Gary's out as a commissioner. But I also heard that he reapplied. So since he reapplied, I am just saying, I don't know who Gardner is falling on. You want to use this? How come you didn't investigate other commissioners? I'm just saying something. I don't know who Gardner is falling on. So because he reapplied. Are they using this? Well, thank God I had my thing before Gary come in, yes? Thank God I had my thing before Gary come in. So I know my name is popping up nowhere in that investigation. But nevertheless, declining to reveal details, he said, it will also be sent to Acting Police Commissioner McDonald Jacob, the man who had do nothing for crime in Trinidad and Tobago. This report going in his hand. This is the same man the Prime Minister said he has confidence in. Minister of National Security, Fitzgerald Hines, saying the man doing a good job. Look at crime in Trinidad and Tobago. Look at crime. We had to lock up the house and we had to have a tree canal by we bed in case a man come in to defend himself. Well, for those of you who don't know, tree canal is cutlash. We had to have a sharpened cutlash by we bed because we have a gun license. I have a car park outside. And my wife might have a nice little chain on her neck, or my children might have a nice little bearer. I don't know where I go, but we're talking in general. Bandit might see my house looking a little nice and decide to come in. Me I have no gun, but enter my property and I go take off your hand. Because I have a sharpened tree canal. What are you doing in my property 2 o'clock in the morning? What are you doing in my property 2 o'clock in the morning? And I will tell you something, viewers. That is why in other countries, every individual, once you're over the age of 18, you can apply for a firearm. You know why? You want to know why Trinidad and Tobago? Because when you hear a bandit coming, it's either you kill me or I kill you. You ain't coming in on my property just so. It will have a shootout. It will have a shootout. If we do that in Trinidad, we're going to combat so many house breaking in Trinidad and Tobago. But as I say, if the head ain't have common sense, you expect the tail to have? If the head go in fire and the tail going and get burned in fire also? And I will say it again. Thank God I have my thing before Griffith went in as commissioner. So if they tell yourself, side name popping up there. Think again. Think again. Ask about former cop Gary Griffith's name to be among those sent by the PSC for Parliament nod. In a new cop selection process, Dr. Rowley added that the work of the commission applies to 1.4 million citizens, and he did not know, listen to this carefully, Trinidad and Tobago, he did not know who the commissioner will recommend to Parliament. Hey, Keith, always a set of jokers. You damn well know the last time who they was going to recommend. Like again, I'm going to say it again tonight. I have my eyes set. When I mean set, you know Mapapi, they set in a track that anything pass, they go snatch at it, they go sting it, they go coil it up, they go at it. Well, I have my eyes set on the investigation that is going on with the Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago. TTPS is carrying out that investigation. And I want to know if he had the authorization to go to the president. He did admit he was a high official. He did admit that. What authorization did he have to go by the president that caused the merit list of the last set of individuals applying for the Commissioner of Police to be dismantled. I want to know. A senior police once said, remember when he was drinking the beer in Tobago and a policeman said he saw no evidence? All I remember that, Trinidad and Tobago? Good. I'm glad all I remember. So I want to know if the PM will be charged for allegedly misbehavior in public office. Because if a policeman abuses his power, the courts of Trinidad and Tobago will charge him for misbehavior in public office. So I have my eyes set on the investigation, and I want to know what the charges will be. He admits himself, I am the official that went to the president. He just holding a title, as a PM, And Gonzalez, in I believe, which country the Prime Minister had to flee when they had an uproar? I believe it was Grenada, Barbados, somewhere around there. When St. Vincent, yes, in St. Vincent, when that PM had to scatter, he had to leave his country and run Barbados. And he's a PM. He holds the title as the Prime Minister of St. Vincent, and he had to fly out. When riots start, where the PM? The PM ducking with blood leaking down. Why? He had to fly out. I believe he went Barbados for medical attention. Why he didn't stay? Let's talk now. Everybody just want to talk. And then they fall along, they step back when the bacchanal reach. Me, I coming up front and I letting you know what is what one time. Call a good night.
Good evening, Mr. Sai.
To my good night, my friend.
Right, let me tell you something. Everything that's going on in this country is bright as daylight where people could see it. And this whole issue about firearms, remember the granting of a firearm license is solely authorized by the police commissioner.
Yes.
Before Gary Griffith came into power,
correct,
it had over 25,000 applications that the former police commissioner never approved.
Correct.
Gary Griffith came and he started to give people firearm license because he knew the situation and the crime that was taking place in the country.
Crime and bandit was rampant. Yes.
People who owned small business was at the mercy of these bandits. But we know, and everybody know in this country, but people are ashamed to say it. They'll be afraid to say it. Because every time you open your mouth and your voice the truth in this country, you will be labeled a racist.
Correct. Well said.
Every issue in this country where Rowley could identify and create racism in this country about yellow banana and all these kind of things, he does bring it out to the population. But when you sit back and you look at the crime and the home invasion that is taking place in the country,
yes,
every video that you would see, footage of bandits, is people of African descent.
Yes, yes.
True talk, don't lie, it is there. Who want to be afraid to talk the root, and the majority of the people whom that are invading is Indian people who is business. When Gary Griffith started to give people license, that was a threat to keep
bandits. Yeah.
So he made it his duty to get rid of Gary Griffith. People don't want to say the truth in this country. Everybody want to play like how that is something that they don't want to talk about and they're ashamed to say. But that's the fact. Look today, 3 bandits get killed by a businessman. Somewhere in Shagona there. And who were the bandits and who were the business person. And we know that if they allocate the firearms to the people who deserve it in this country, a lot of these miscreants would be killed. But that will look bad in in the eyes of the PNM government and hydraulic. So they would do every single thing. Look, this Jacob come here now. I'm sure it would end up like the same situation like the one before Gary Griffith. Thousands of applications was just dependent on the people who deserve the firearm would not be getting it. And the home invasion, the robberies, the raping and the murders and the things again would be the defenseless, helpless people at the mercy of the bandit. And now they make crime a health issue. So we don't know if Terence Singh might be the new Minister of National Security. You understand what's going on in this country? God trying to tell us to get rid of Peter. And look at a whole text nearly fall on the head today. First they went to our water, now God water falling on the head. To get rid of that man. All these signs that they're trying to tell us things are bad in this country. Have a good night, Mr. Sai.
Thank you, my friend. Listen to this, viewers. Listen to this video. I'm going to play it. 1.4 million citizens. And he did not know who the commissioner will recommend to the parliament. Listen to this video.
Why are you talking to me about Gary Griffith? We have 1.4 million citizens. The work of the commission applies to 1.4 million citizens. I have no idea who the commission will recommend to the parliament. And I have no idea at this point in time how the parliamentary decisions will go. So in a way, to be picking up the name of one individual and bringing it forward is just for effervescence of the day. It doesn't help the process. It just creates just this disturbance in the country, and any one person could just be disturbing the country's psyche.
So the PM said he don't know who will be recommended to the parliament. But I guess last time they knew. I guess they knew who would have been the next commissioner of police. That is why he said, I am the official that went to the president. And so is the case. And we don't want this, and we don't want that, and we don't want the next. And boom, the whole list crap. The whole list crap. Let me tell you something now. If I was one in the line together with Griffith and together with the other police officers, let me tell you something. That president was going in court, you know. Boy, you don't feel his joke? That president was going in court and had to explain to every single individual who applied for the post of the commissioner of police as to why that list was scrapped. On top of that, the president would have had to answer, did you contact the opposition? The president would have had to answer, did you contact the PM? Did the three of you, the opposition being Kamala, the Prime Minister being Keith, and the President, what grounds did you find to dismiss this whole merit list? Watch me now, Trinidad and Tobago. It's only when sides start to open more, then all of this here the real sauce, you know. Then all of this want to know if it's chicken sauce, or fish sauce, or beef sauce, you know. I'm telling you, all I feel is joke. The president would have been summoned to court. I don't business what position you have. You're not bigger than the laws of Trinidad and Tobago and being a former judge or a magistrate. Well, then that's it. You'd have topped the ice cream with a nice red cherry on top of it. But because of a little position they have, I am the president, I am the prime minister, and I could go in because I am the PM. I have say over everything. Really? I'm waiting for the investigation to finish. Then we're going to know who have say, and who don't have say, and who have power, and who have influence, and who have money. One thing I just always say, people money don't fool me, you know. People money don't fool me. Because of the fact that I just do spiritual work, people has come to me paying money to do things. That is why I just tell people, you want to run an ad, not a problem. But don't tell me what to say on my show, because I will slam back your money on your chest. That is when it become of no value to me. Not many people could say that, you know. Not many people could say that. So we're moving along now with the same issue. Attorney Larry Lala has written to the Police Service Commission asking that they do not take a report into the assurance of firearm users' license into account when considering Gary Griffith's application to become this country's next police commissioner. That is why I asked the PM just now, is this what they're going to use? Judge the man by his performance. Judge the individual by his performance, not from some report from some retired judge. The letter dated July 18th was hand-delivered and emailed to the PSC's chairman, retired Justice Judith Jones, yesterday. Griffith, this country's former police commissioner, has applied to become the top cop again. According to Lala, a letter dated 19th of May from the Director of Personnel Administration stated that the PSC decided to refuse to provide Griffith with a report prepared by retired Justice Stanley John looking at the insurance or the issuance of firearm users' license by the Trinidad and Tobago Police Service. The PSC have decided to refuse to provide Griffith with a report. So all are going against the man back then. And then all I want to say, justice is for all, justice is served, and all are going behind an individual back, and then you want to hang him down the road with what? With what? You want to say, Saeed, I see you kill that man, and then you fly past a report, and I can't see the report? So how do I know I am being set up? Justice for all, that's my logo. TTPS is here to protect and serve, but the commissioner, the former commissioner, cannot get a report of what is being used against him. Have you called that Trinidad and Tobago? Where are all the lawyers and the judges in Trinidad and Tobago that's supposed to be fair and equal? What's the motto? Together we aspire and together we achieve. And you go tell me I can't get a report. My lawyer can't get a report of what coming against me. And you telling me now, together we aspire and together we achieve. I feel side is a dodo head. It's 6 different languages you're talking. 2 exams away from being a chemical engineer. I'm an accountant. I'm a money lender. I go in at Real Talk Credit Union. I just had to get my license. Where you feel I born yesterday as a dodo head? I come out saying 2 and 2 is 5. I always say. I just always say. And I just make it very, very plain on national television. Those who choose to come after Saeed know who you're coming after. I love to make the statement on national television, you know. When they came after my son, they didn't realize the type of individual Saieed Ali is. They didn't know Saeed was a man that do spirit work. They didn't know Saeed is a man that kneel down and light he light. But you know what they do? You see that businessman Saeed? We go after his son. When they bounce the head on a steamroller, the mother cry out, oh God, Saeed, I didn't know it is do spirit work. Look what happened to my son. Did you know your son came to kidnap my son? Did you know your son came to kidnap my son? No, you didn't know that. So I as a father, and I as a man who doing spirit work, do what I do best. You know how much children life gets saved? You know how much daughters rape probably prevented? But you want to tell me your son is a good boy? Well, if he's a good boy, he would have never been blind. Feel like business? You be like, I'm not the prime minister. I go say, me I'm begging for all here, you know. No, we put you there, you beg for us. But they know it a different way. They know it a different way. Calling me about exempted businessmen who have multi-story dwelling house and the poor man had to pay for their 2-bedroom house. That is what you call fairness. And together we aspire, together we achieve. There's a law for the rich, there's a law for the middle class, and there's a law for the poor. You know where I fall? You know what category I am? I for the poor. Because I will stand for the 99% less fortunate in Trinidad and Tobago. And I also stand here for a lot of businessmen. A lot of businessmen. Caller, good night.
Yes, sir, good night.
Go right ahead, my friend.
I'm trying to understand something here, right? What you're saying about Gary Griffith is that they refuse the application form due to the Stanley John report?
They refuse it, according to his lawyer.
So, I don't understand this thing here, right? Is Stanley John report, did he have any evidence incriminating Gary Griffith of taking money? Does he have any receipts? Does he have any kind of evidence saying that Gary Griffith takes money to issue STVREAL? And if they do that, why wasn't he arrested and charged for the crime?
All right, caller, hold on. Stay right there. Let me just read this for you. According to Larry, or according to Lala, a letter dated May 19th from the Director of Personal Administration stated that the PSC decided to refuse to provide Griffith with a report prepared by retired Justice Stanley John looking at the insurance of firearm users license by the TTPS Police Service. So they refused to give the man a copy.
Okay, so there's the copy of the report you want to give him?
Copy of the report. But the Prime Minister said the report is going to Parliament as soon as Parliament open.
Okay, so the report goes in Parliament. What about the report against all the negligence in the hospital with doctors concerning Did they use that report?
What about the report for the Davis home? They are saying.
I want to know if they're using that report in Parliament as well, because it's Yancey incompetent and still there as a Minister of Health. That's why I want to find out this side. But I want to touch on one thing before I go side. I was looking at the papers, right? And Pete Rowley saying, the Prime Minister is saying that he pleaded with public servants to take whatever the government giving them because they don't have enough money to pay them what they're asking for, right? So why are they going to spend all this money on the 60th anniversary of independence?
Talk to my man.
What I'm trying to find out. What I'm trying to find out, right, is why it is this all the money in the countryside. Listen, you have a viewership side. I want all your viewers to go and take a look at what's going on in Sri Lanka right now. Do some research and look at how they get there. The government in Sri Lanka sell out all the natural resources of the country and they keep borrowing money. And the last thing they sell side was the port of Sri Lanka.
Yes.
And then they went bankrupt. And they have no money to buy oil. They don't even have electricity right now in Sri Lanka. And Trinidad heading the same way. And right now, we port and is up for auction. So people need to open their eye and look at what's going on in this country. Because we're going to end up like Sri Lanka just now. Anyway, you enjoy your night.
Thank you, my friend. Prime Minister Dr. Saieed Ali have stated that in the coming months, the country will be told just how the state intends to operationalize and finance a plan to turn citizens away from crime. We don't have job. Lack of job is the first thing that would cause crime. Lack of jobs. The PM stated that the country's always had crime, but in most recent times has been experiencing a different level of crime and has been seeing the bold-facedness with which some criminals are operating. Listen to this.
We have always had crime. We've had increased levels of crime. We have had and have been experiencing in recent times inordinate levels of crime. And then in most recent times, we are seeing the brazenness, the bold-facedness, the impunity with which certain criminal elements are operating, largely with the use of firearms and through the organizations of gangs and hired killers in our community.
Now, concerned about the high crime rate, Dr. Rowley stated that it is the government's intention to declare violence crime a public health issue. Listen to this illiterate man.
The flush of criminal behavior from our young people who form significant parts of these minorities that are terrorizing the country, that to break that cycle, that it is the government's intention to declare violent crime as a public health issue, because violence across the society is now the norm, from domestic violence, violence in schools, violence person against persons, armed responses for everything, and of course the gains to be had by criminal conduct where lives are lost and property being destroyed and stolen and so on. It's a whole plethora of violent, unacceptable conduct.
So Trinidad and Tobago, I want to ask all a question. Public health issues is what? Is dengue a violent crime? Is yellow fever a violent crime? Is COVID-19 a violent crime? Is measles a violent crime? Is mumps a violent crime? Is AIDS a violent crime? All you come talk to me, Trinidadians. All you talk to me. I want to roll tonight, you know. I want to roll tonight. What is public health issues? Public health issues deals with health. Violence is what? Does violence have anything to do with health? Come on, citizens. Wake up and smell the coffee, man. You want to tell me the big Prime Minister of Trinidad and Tobago wants the government to intervene in a public health issue, and you know what's the topic? Crime is violent. This man just embarrassed himself together with the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, and they cannot differentiate the difference between public health issue and violent crime. And then all I want to say, Saieed is a donkey head. And then the other single come and say, oh, let's stop braying on TV. I have a right to bray. A brain sense in all your head. Hey, if the Prime Minister tell me, Saieed, we have a public health issue, you know, what it is? Violence. If I tell my 10-year-old child, I say, Sport, hear this now. We have an issue, you know. He could be like, where's that, daddy? I say, public health issue. I say, but crime out of control, that's what we're dealing with. He said, but daddy, health is crime? My 10-year-old son go ask me that. And we have the PM now come to tell the citizens of Trinidad and Tobago, public health issue is violent crime. Dengue is what? COVID is what? Then Saieed must shut his mouth now and let them throw everything towards us. And we must just catch it in the mouth and swallow. Not this man. Not this man. I will embarrass you in your portfolio. I will let them know that hey, you're talking nonsense for an educated man. I'm not the Prime Minister, I know. But I know public health issue cannot be violence. That is what I know. And that's what I taught me in school. Health is health. Violence is violence. Dengue fever is a virus. Viewers, we are out of time for tonight. But nevertheless, you are watching Real Talk with Saieed Ali. It's Tune It Up Tuesday. Remember, tomorrow is Wednesday. It's our public concerns night. Let your counselor listen. Tomorrow is Wednesday, the 20th of July. We'll be live on Wednesday night. We have a rerun of this program tomorrow from 11:30 to 12:30 on Synergy Network. Allahumma salli ala karkhaba zurra khaba illa inte ba inna sama. When God calls you to be a leader, He will prep you, He will sanctify you, and He will send you forward like He did to Moses. Good night.
Do you want to make the best investment but not sure where to turn? Put your mind at ease and worry no more. Real Talk Group of Companies is giving you a whopping 3.5% interest on your investments. Come on down and visit us today. We have 2 convenient locations just for you. Visit us today. Real Talk Investment, helping real people make real money.